When working in any question involving dimensions, you have to make sure you're using the same basic units throughout. This is doubly important in volume and surface area questions. Consider this cuboid. The units are not the same. One of the sides is measured in millimeters and not centimeters. Before you work out the volume or the surface area, you must make sure that all units are converted to the same basic unit. Unless the question tells you which to choose, you can choose whichever one of them you like. But in this case, it makes sense to convert 70 millimeters to 7 centimeters. So now we can work out the volume of this cuboid, which is 4 times 4 times 7, which equals 112 centimeters cubed. Of course, at this point, we could convert this into millimeters cubed by multiplying the answer by 10 by 10 by 10, or in total by 1,000, to get the answer in millimeters cubed. Let's explore that idea a little bit more, because you do need to be able to convert between units of volume. For example, in 1 centimeter, we know that there are 10 millimeters. But is it obvious to you how many cubic millimeters there are in a cubic centimeter? Let's have a look at a 1 centimeter cubed block. The diagram below shows us we've got a 1 centimeter cubed block, but actually on each side we can see that is 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters. So you can see that this block has a volume of 10 times 10 times 10, which is 1,000 millimeters cubed. But as each of the edges is also 1 centimeter, it's 1 centimeter cubed. And that means we have an equivalency there of 1 centimeter cubed is equal to 1,000 millimeters cubed. So if you're given a volume in centimeters cubed and you want to convert it to millimeters cubed, you have to multiply the value you get by 1,000. Let's look at a couple of examples. First of all, let's take a cuboid with a volume of 30 centimeters. We want to work out what that is in millimeters cubed. So you're converting from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So going from larger units to smaller units, you have to multiply the number. That sounds a little bit the wrong way around, but I think you'll see how this works. So there are 10 millimeters in a centimeter, as we've seen before. So the factor you multiply by is 10 cubed, which equals 1,000. We've just seen that. So the answer is 30 times 1,000, which is 30,000 millimeters cubed. Look at a second example. We have a cuboid with a volume of 1,000 centimeters cubed, and we want to express that in meters cubed this time. In this case, you're converting from a smaller unit from a larger unit, so you have to divide. In 1 meter, there are 100 centimeters, so the factor that you divide by is 100 cubed. 100 cubed is equal to 1,000,000. So the answer is 1,000 divided by 1,000,000 meters cubed, which is equal to 0.001 meters cubed. So 1,000 centimeters cubed is a very small number of meters cubed. So to do these conversions between dimensions, you have to use two basic steps. First of all, you have to work out what the conversion factor is, and that's about knowing how many centimeters in a meter, how many millimeters in a centimeter, how many meters in a kilometer, and so on, how many grams in a kilogram. All of those different numbers you need to know. You then need to be able to obviously scale those up. So if you're converting for a volume from a length, then you need to be able to cube that number, the conversion factor. So if there are 100 centimeters in a meter and you're converting a volume, then you need to do 100 cubed to get the conversion factor. You then need to work out whether you're doing a multiplication or a division. So if you're going from a bigger unit to a smaller one, like from a meter to a centimeter, you multiply by the conversion factor. If you're going from the smaller unit to the larger one, you divide by the scale factor.